Hey guys, how you doing? How you faring? I'm not gonna say welcome back today. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Um, just take me as I am in this season. Just take me as I am. Don't worry, I'm planning to get better. Just take me as I am. So let's just delve right into today's video without so much ado, and let's start with the gist. Yeah. So in the year 2020, I was pregnant with my son David, and I was just anxious to know the sex of the child, just like any other pregnant woman out there. I was anxious. I was so anxious, and I was like, oh, what is the stress of this child? We wanted a baby boy. I wanted a baby boy as my first child, and I was just so keen on it. We've prayed. Even God has even given us the name of a child like a year before. And I was still in doubt because I've heard stories, and I was anxious. I was waiting for the scan result, and you don't do sex scan until 24 weeks, if I'm right. And I was 24 weeks seems so long, seems so far, like but in the process of waiting, in the process of like, oh, what's the justice of his child? Even though every indication around shows that he's a boy, everybody was saying this child is a boy, he's a boy. From different, people, they were confirming that the child is actually a boy. I was like, oh no, I need to be sure. And just when I was going through that phase of my life that time, I was just going through my journal one day, and I saw this. Let me show you guys. And this journal was my 2015. Can you see? Can you see it? Yeah. This journal was my. You see? Can you see? Can you really see? Don't worry. I have a not so good handwriting. It's not that fine, but can you actually see? Yeah. So this journal was my 2015, 2016, 2017 journal. Yeah, you see. And while I was just going through my journal, I think I saw it somewhere, and I was just going through. I enjoy reading my journals. I enjoy reading them, especially old journals. I enjoy reading them. So I was going through it, and I saw this last days of December 2016. I dreamt that I gave birth to a baby boy with ease. That was December 2016, and that time it was 2020, right? That was 4 years, practically 4 years after. And immediately I saw this, I just knew in my mind that, wow. I remember when I wrote this child is a boy. I just because of what I've written there. And it gave me a peace of mind. When we went for the scan result and they told us the result, it was not really surprising. Like we knew it was going to be a boy, but this actually gave me confirmation and so many things. Let me show you another thing. Let me read something to you in my journal. Which one do I want to tell you guys? I'm coming. There's so many things. Okay, so let me read this to you. Dealings of God, and this was early May or April. I was not sure, so it means like this journal. What is a was something I wrote after the incident happened. Do you understand? So I said early May or April. I was not sure. As I was going to the bathroom to bathe, I heard a word in my heart asking me a question. What was the question? You don't even ask for the supernatural again. And I replied, is it the person who eats that asks for the supernatural? Like, I was literally asking God. God was telling me, like, you don't even desire the supernatural. I was like, is the person that eats now, is the person that is okay, is the person that is fine that asks for the supernatural. So foolish of me, right? So you see, I even wrote it here. What a foolish response. And God has been dealing with me on this issue, but I didn't pay attention. I was so consumed about the fact that I need a miracle on my finance, employment, and how it was difficult for me to fail at this time. And it looks as though it's over and lots more, I just wrote that. 2016 was that 2017? Was this 2017? Okay, this was 2017. 2017. Where were we? I think we were I was back in school for my master's. Yeah, my friends and I. So I think that was when I remembered we were in Ife at this time, 2017. I knew God was telling me to move closer to Him, to love Him more, and enjoy His presence. On 2nd of August 2017, I was so sure that this event was written on the 2nd of August 2017. So I had to write a background story to it. And on the 2nd of August 2017, when Apostle Selman, came to Ife, it really touched my heart with His word, telling me to come back to fellowship, to the sacred place, to my first love, to release all that is coming in between God and I, to release my Isaac and his head with all blah 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 blah. Okay, so where I was, I cried. I wept because I knew He was actually talking to me. I don't really seek to know Him more. All I wanted was a miracle. I was in that phase of life that I was not just interested in God, in relationship with Him. I was just, asking God for things, for miracles, like do this, like why are you not doing stuff? Why are you not doing this thing? So I was in that phase of life. So, He said, intimacy involves passion and total surrender. What is the lifespan of your passion? You say you love God, but what is the lifespan? What is the lifespan of it? And then he sang this song. I can't forget this song. I wrote it down. It was not in your presence. You guys know already that I don't know how to sing right. So, it was not by your hands. It was not by your spirit. Don't let me have it. I repented and I became more joyful. That was in August 2nd, 2017. Guys, it was a defining moment in my life. And why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because for someone who has journaled for the longest time, I can't even remember when I started journaling, right? But for someone that has been there and is still there, I can tell you for free that journaling has been one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Do you understand? Apart from the fact that journaling is therapeutic, right? Journaling boosts your mood. Do you understand? Journaling reduces stress. Journaling, science says it boosts your immune system. You can check that out. It reduces depression. But I can say journaling for me is a tool. Yeah, it's a tool that I use to track my progress and my growth. Do you understand? Journaling for me is not the end, but it means to an end. Like I said, is a tool. And I've been people have been asking me questions because I actually put out ask me any question on journaling on my WhatsApp status, and and people will be like, oh, I don't know how to journal. How do I journal? What do I journal about? What do I write? Stuff like that. And let me even start by saying by defining journaling. In layman, journaling is just putting pen to paper. Yeah, so you want to bring it down to our digital age too. Journaling is using your phones, your laptop, your anything, your e-journal to journal. For me personally, I love my hard copy journal. I love putting pen to paper. I just love it. Presently now, these are the journals I'm working with. I have 3. One, this is like my sermon and everyday, journal, everyday note. This is our souvenir for our wedding, and please don't come for it. I keeping this. We have a lot that we are not giving out anymore, and we use it once in a while. I wish I'm going to use this for the next 50 years. Like, we have a lot. So when we finish, I'll pick and down. I specifically kept it. I'm not giving it out any longer. So if it finishes, I'm practically going to reprint another one. Do you understand? But this is my sermon notes. Like, it's always in my bag. I'll tell you what I actually use this for apart from sermon notes. Okay, and this also is my journal. Is another one I use. This is actually my main one, and my deep things are here. I don't, for this one, I don't take it out of my room is always in my room. I love it so much. If you really want to know the secret of my life, you might want this, but you can't find it because it's in my room. So and there's nothing that will make you enter my room. Do you understand? So it's only my husband, and I doubt if he checks this. But it's so personal to me. It's so personal to me. Like I said, this one is also my journal, but this one is practically for my learnings at the moment. Maybe I'm reading a book and I can just put my life lessons here. So many things here. Do you understand? So practically I use 3 journals. It's even more than 30, but these are the ones I use at the moment. So I was trying to define journaling, right? And I said that it's putting pen to paper is a form of writing, and you can do it, with your paper and pen, and you can do it, with your electronic device, your laptop, your phones, your emails, your everything, your e-journals, and we have different types of journals, and I'm gonna come to that. I love the fact that journal helps me to keep track of my progress. It helps me to keep track of my growth, and at the same time it helps me to connect with myself. When you want your self-awareness, when you want self-actualization, self-understanding, self-perception, then journaling is for you. Okay, so one thing is it helps you to connect with your past, like your past, that baby girl or baby boy, a period of your life when you were full of ideas before life happened to you. I went somewhere today and they asked us, so if you were not doing this, what else would you be doing? You see, so back then it would have been in my journal that this is what I wanted to be, and going back to that journal, I would always say that this is it, this is who I wanted to become, this is the things I wanted to do, this is where my dreams, this is where my aspirations. So someone is saying, what's the difference between a journal and a diary? Yeah, I know that both of them have some slight similarities, but there is a difference between a journal and a diary. Yeah, a diary is simply, keeping records of the event, your feeling, activities, your experiences, daily. So what happened today? I went out to the markets, I bought stuff, I did this, but journaling takes it a step further. When diary, helps you keep record of what happened. Journaling is the why, the how, the when, the everything. It takes it a step further. So you say, okay, what happened? You wrote what happened, so why did it happen? Or maybe it's a beautiful experience. Okay, I want to experience this again. What did I do to achieve that? You see, so it talks about the bigger picture. It talks about you, who you becoming. Do you understand? So let's say that yesterday I flared up at the office. What happened? Journaling takes you to, okay, what happened? Why did it happen? Okay, now that it has happened, what are you going to do better? Do you understand? Do you get it? What are you going to do better? What are the things we're going to put in place that you're not going to flare up like that again? What do you journal about? You journal about everything, practically everything that comes to your mind, everything that is happening around you, within you, that is happening to your world, and everything. You just journal, you just put it down, you just write it, you just so this year, these are the books I'm reading, or these are the books I read in 2015. So in 2016, these are the book I read. So you can realize that, you can see from there that in 2015, you didn't read as much book as you read in 2016, so you've grown. Or 2015, I read more books than in 2016. So what happened? I had more time. I was lackadaisical about it. So what is going to change going forward? Do you understand the difference between diary and journaling? So let me say this about journaling again, that journaling is you giving the opportunity to write a book about you. Do you get? So you have an opportunity to write a book about your life. Write you. So this is you. So if anybody picks your journal, they can, track the trajectory of your life. Do you understand? They can, this is what has happened, this is where she is, and this is where she's going. Do you understand? So it's you writing a book about your life. Do you understand? About you. Okay. And um have I talked about the fact that is a tool to track your growth? I think I've mentioned that. And what have you about journaling? There's a lot I can keep pouring out about journaling. You know that in that year 2020, when I said I was pregnant with David, 2020, 2021, I did not journal. And it was like there was a gap in my life. So when I saw in my 2017, 2018, 2019, and it gets to, and the next one I'm now talking about is 2022, 2023, I'm like, what happened in 2020? And 2020 was full of activity, was full of, there was a lot, but I didn't know what happened. Maybe I was lazy, maybe I didn't even know what happened during that pregnancy period, 2020, 2021, I did not journal, I did not put anything down, and it's really pained me because there were so many things that happened in that year that now I can't remember. And apart from the fact that journaling helps you track your growth, it gives you memory, it brings back memory, and that is it brings back memory. It's like, oh, this thing happened, sometimes we have gratitude journal and you're like, oh, God did this, God did that. And for me, journaling helps me track the dealings of God in my life. Do you get? I can say, oh, this is what God is working on. You see all those conversations with the Lord that I share where if I open my journal, I'm going to see a lot. I'm going to see a lot because I pen them down. I put them down. Bible says we should write the vision. Journaling is about writing the vision too. Do you understand? So I was talking about, I lost my thoughts. So let me pick it up from me again. There are a lot of journals, and there are a lot of journals. There's a prayer journal, gratitude journal, bullet journal, brain dump. Say, if you want me to do more on this or delve deep into this, then let me know in your comment section. I'm going to do a video, explaining the different kind of journals that we have. Do you understand? And why am I saying this? I'm saying this to encourage you to start journaling. If you start journaling today, you will not stop. You will not want to stop. I told you that I have a lot. See, I have a lot in my books. For my husband doesn't have like I do, a different type of journals or stuff like that. My husband's current jotter or current book is journals. So if I want to know actually what God is saying to my husband, if I want to know what he's going through, if I want to know stuff about him and without asking, then I go and I read his current book. Do you understand? And I don't end, for me personally, I don't end the journal because it's the end of the year. No. That is why I said this particular one is 2016, 2017, 2018. I think there was, I wrote, if I can still see it. Okay. So, in my journals to write my goals, because I need to put them down. I'm trying out to find these. Okay, so here is, can you see it? Yeah, books read this year, like the books I read this year. I read about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I read 12 books in that year. I can't remember this year. I didn't put the year. And one thing about journaling is that the date, you put down the date, the year, the location, and stuff like that. So I read 12 books that year. Wow, 12 books. Like, I remember reading about train up your child, about marriage, and what have you. Do you get? So when someone says, what are the books you read about marriage, I can quickly go to my journal and fetch it out. So today's video, I want to encourage you to start journaling. It's another year and you can start today. Don't wait till 2023. Start today. Yeah. So I've talked about why journaling. I've talked about what do you journal about? How do you journal? So let me give you tips. How do you journal? So people say they journal every day. Personally, for me, I don't journal every day. That is why I have this particular one. Do you understand? This one is the one I take around and I pen down stuff. So I pen down stuff just in bullet points, like if I don't have the time to journal in the main book. So I just pen the points here, then go into my journal and really transfer it into the journal. So so people say journal early in the morning, so good, you're calm, you're fresh, there are fresh ideas, just communicate with yourself. Some people say late in the night, afternoon. For me, I journal every time, when I have, the space, when I have the atmosphere conditioning that is perfect, I just go into writing. My husband can be in the room and I'm journaling. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I don't know. It's something I enjoy doing. The part of you, lifting, when they say it helps you to reduce stress, it means like everything in your brain, you're just pouring it down in your book. That's what they call the brain dump. You just dump everything down, the way you write. And a lot, you write and you feel free, you feel light. Yeah, you just write, you're writing. It's an habit you should cultivate, just like you're brushing your teeth, just like you're eating, just like you're doing a lot of things. Don't be lazy. You will thank me later. Personally, has helped me a lot, and if there's something that has helped me a lot, it's something I should share with you, so that I'll not be the only one enjoying. Don't forget that in this channel we'll talk about we'll grow together. I've forgotten my issue. We'll grow together, we'll learn together, and we'll become together. Do you understand? So in your journey of becoming, in your journey of knowing who you are, doing the bigger things, crushing your ideas and executing those your ideas, you need a journal. You see, my husband used to say something, I can't really pick it, that your pen is better than your no, that's not the way he puts it. He puts it like, I'll ask him, the faintest pen is better than maybe your brain or something. So yes, please let me have your questions. I can't wait to read for you. And if you've been in this game, please come out here and let's tell people that, oh God, it has been awesome. It has been good. I clocked 30 last year, and I was, looking back at my 20s, my journal really helped me to be reflective. Do you understand? It helped me to be reflective. I'm just like, oh, I'm just in awe, because I have something to go back to. I have something to read. I have something to enjoy. I have something to work on. Do you understand? So, and the truth of it is that there are no rules to journaling. There are no rules. Just write. So there are no patterns to it, there are no rules to it, there are no set rules. As I said, you can journal any time of the day, you can journal anything, but just make sure you're connecting with yourself. And that is the part I love the most. I'm connecting with myself, I'm connecting with my younger self, I'm connecting with my good self, I'm connecting with my present self, and my future days, my future to this day, I'm connecting with it. So it's just me connecting with myself. So let me know if you're gonna start journaling. Let me know if you have questions for me. Let me know if this video has really helped you. Please share with your friends, share with your family. If you're in your teenage, please journal. If you are in your 20s, journal. If you're in your 30s, journal. You're not too young to journal, you're not too old to journal. Write and keep writing. Nobody is going to check your grammatical errors. Nobody is going to check how beautiful your writing is. Nobody is going to check anything. Just journals. You have big ideas, journal it. You have old ideas, journal it. Anything that comes to your mind, journal it, put it down. Is it about your children? Journal it. Yeah, I was even planning to start to get a journal for my son. I want to start journaling for him, and I think that is what I should have done in that 2020, 2021. I didn't do, and it's pain me a lot. So guys, I hope you were blessed. Yeah, so Till we meet again in another video. I hope you're super blessed. Yeah, start journaling today.